Hello, welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Horn of the Abyss, Under the Jolly Roger, Devil Sunrise. This is actually the second time I'm going to be playing this because I failed the first time. This is now the second time I think I've failed on one of these Horn of the Abyss maps. So I put down the condition that if it happens again, I might just not play it. There's only so much one can tolerate. Thank you there, Diesta, for the tier 1 sub. Yes, this map. What happened to me was the enemy basically, I think, they landed a boat. I can explain it more when I go into the level, actually. So we'll just do the introduction. So, Devil Sunrise. Jeremy and Alkin have united to defend against the Kregan attacks on the island to ensure success. They must capture a secret demon base. It can only be captured once all enemy heroes have been eliminated. They are very strong. Your heroes will be limited to level 18. If Jeremy is defeated, the scenario is lost. So you can start off with upgraded Serpent Fly Hive, or -1 luck for your opponent, or 4 Stormbirds, and hard difficulty. I'm definitely going with the upgraded Serpent Fly Hive. I did it last time, but there's another reason why I'm doing that. So I'll start reading this out shortly. Feel free to read this as we go. I'll stay silent so that you can do that. Right. Jeremy still trusts in his fortune. He is pinned down and he has no other choice but to face the new enemy. He simply cannot afford to be defeated right now. With the swashbucklers and the local inhabitants united, the army marched to the eastern side of the island. We had just enough resources and men to erect a new fortress of our own. You've done well, Jeremy Gull. Alkin praised me. Albatross. It's Albatross. I corrected it indignantly. What's our next course of action? My tribe has a settlement to the east. I wasn't catching fleas all this time, you know. The fortifications are up. Yours are surely not as good, but then again, you haven't served in a Tatalian army. Alkin said teasingly. That's very impressive. But I have firearms instead of flails and bows, I shot back, conspicuously revealing my pistol in its holster. All right. We need all the weapons we can get, he snapped irritably. My scouts have informed me that 2 Kregan armies have landed on the northern shore. Luckily, they will have a difficult time advancing through the swamp. In fact, they'll be perfect for target for ambushes and sudden strikes, I surmised. I see. I'm landing on northern shore. True, but they most certainly have reinforcements elsewhere, and they must have a secret base for these reinforcements, no doubt about it. They'd be unable to proceed with their operations without one. I suggest we find the base and pillage it, if we intend to eliminate a recurring threat. But first things first, as you've mentioned, we need to deal with the immediate threat of these enemy armies on the island. Do you agree with that plan, ally? Alkin asked, offering me his hand. Or paw. I have no idea what they call their limbs. I shook it. It felt odd to shake the hand of someone who wasn't human. Good, Alkin nodded. I'll be returning to my army and we'll try to reinforce the settlement even further. The most important thing is to not let the Kregans gather enough creatures to capture either your fortress or mine. If that happens, it will be the beginning of the end. That is too true. That is too true. So, let's have a look. This base, there's a little bit here. The rest of it is rocks where the opponent can land a boat. And unfortunately, the way my saves worked out, there wasn't a place where I could go back to where this enemy didn't just come out of nowhere, because there's a little portal right here, and they landed a boat, and then they were way too strong for me to defend this base, so I had to evacuate that base and camp over here, and eventually he just had me pinned. I couldn't escape with my main hero, and because it's one of those deals where the main hero dies, well, you lose. I was screwed. So once again, we are repeating the level, but I'm going to take the knowledge of my previous playthrough, which I didn't even do badly this time. Or last time. It's just I got unlucky when he landed the boat. So one of the first things I'm going to do is get a boat that you can get over here and land it there. Because you get the computer attack you from like up here. But I think it was another computer from the top there that joined the forces by boat. And he probably wasn't supposed to get there so easily. But he did because of that one space. Whilst I had the other guys attacking me. And it was just too much to handle. So what we're going with is, I think, a fully upgraded Tatalian army. So I'm going to go with mass economy to begin with, because it's desperately needed. And I probably won't even bother getting the other heroes, because there's only so much you can do within the short space. So if you get another hero, they kind of get bored and they don't do much anyway. So I'll probably stick with the 2 heroes I've got. But this is going to be my main focus. This is going to be almost purely just for resources and nothing else, because it's just not worthy. It isn't compared to this. And there's another plan. There's a refugee camp over here, and I can try to exploit it, by ending the turn on day 7, but saving beforehand to try to get like a powerful tier 7 creature. I'm sure I will get this Enzo. So we'll try. Let's have a look. So basically this base gets built up, but I'm still going to go economy on both of them. So that's what we do. Economy on both. Always aim for economy. Get off to that start. Is there a landing space for them by the null base? Oh yeah. No, they can get to the null base. Most likely. I don't know actually about landing here. Probably. But as long as they can't land here, that's what definitely screwed me. I get the point that they're probably going to be able to come from all directions and land and just be annoying in general. So this base gets built up so it can defend versus them. And this one, hopefully, it might end up getting taken. But as long as I've got a stronger base, rather than I had 2 okay bases, I put effort into both of them. And that's what cost me. So one of them needs to be just the resource. And the other one needs to be more important, such as this one. So Alkin, if you haven't seen this, it's King Tralosk. Never really liked Alkin, but gave him his own command in hopes that he would one day get himself killed. That never happened. And Alkin has led a long and glorious career, much to the displeasure of the king. He's got a whole bunch of fairly okay stats. Nothing I would normally pick though, apart from the pathfinding. And he's all about the Gorgons, so we're going to build this base up to get those quite early. Need a lizard den, and then that, and then that. So we get some high tier units. I'm not too sure about the basilisks. Well, I'll worry about that. The other reason to get, I suppose, a tavern hero. We'll see what we got. We got a pirate one and we got an orc one. So unfortunately, it didn't give me one that boosts the Tatalians because I'm more interested in them. But they'll do for now. Could get the pirate one, but I don't know. Like I say, the main priority is to get the resources. There's not even that many. There's wood up here. There's ore here. So this dude, he's strong enough to do it, but I'm going to send him back to base anyway, get the resources. Pretty much going to buy nothing for this guy. His main goal, I think, is actually just to come over through the garrison and join up. And maybe pass over. Or I just build up Jeremy even further and have him as the main character. Either way, he's going to be making his way over. I might buy like the 9 crewmates, but that's about it for him. He's not really buying anything else. Don't think I need the knowledge, really, so it's going to use up too much movement. Alright, we can, and then we go left from there. That would help me build up the base, and then go left. Motion sense. I've turned all that stuff off. That all gets sorted out over time. But thank you there for motion sense for the bits. I'll keep an eye on it. So let's come back to base on this. +1 defense. I guess I'll have it. If you're giving it. Right. So we got you. We got you. Komodo Hype. Mr. Caviar. Thank you there very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Let's come out of this base. Save it now. Despite the fact that our new fort was ready, there was no time to stand idle. There were Kriegans all over the island. We'd have to prevent them from reaching their stashes, where they had goods stored away by scouts. Patris, I call my mate. Yes, Captain. We need to find and pillage the demons' stashes. Can you handle that? I'm afraid I wouldn't know where to start, Patris said, his brow furrowed. That's okay. First, take a few good men and ambush a Kriegan caravan. If you're lucky, that will lead you to their hideouts. Ah, yes, indeed, Captain. I have a flair for that kind of thing. Patris's face lit up. I'll begin the preparations right away. I'll take Diego and Eric with me. Those guys are sharper and braver than most. That's what I like to hear. I always like thinking of it as Mr. Biggs. I don't know if that was his name in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. He was always a really fun character. The guy that sort of like was the second in command for Johnny Depp. Captain Jack Sparrow. May as well go here, I suppose. Yeah, that's okay. The good thing is I've got a trading post here, so I can buy whatever resources I need to build this up. But it's economy, as we know. City Hall next. Resource side, I think, gives you sulfur, which isn't terrible. But I'm not sure if I definitely need sulfur. You can't get Hydra Pond anyway, so there's no sort of desperate need for those rare resources. Let's come over here. Yes. If I face the fight, we can definitely take them. Because I've got this thing called Tactics, which helps out a lot. So start that fight. bring them closer. I didn't mean to skip my lizard's turn. So that'll be a repeat. No doubt about that. And I could probably hide in a better position, actually. If we go sort of like halfway in the mountain, it's harder for him to reach me so quickly. Yeah. It is. So we've got to get off to a fast start here, really, and maybe get a strong unit from the refugee camp. That's the main plan. Because even if I get this right and I stop the computer from landing a boat, they are ridiculously strong, their heroes. Like, they come at you with devils. Like, they've got all of their tier units. It's kind of crazy. I need to do this again. I need to do this so I don't lose a single thing. There's no losing anything here on this. Not acceptable. There we go. Should have just attacked with you. Lizard den. I will have that. So there's not too many important things to be gathered over here. There's a merc mine, and there's a few bits of resources, but main bulk is to get everything in this territory done early on. There's a sulfur mine up here as well. Again, I'm not so sure how much I need that sulfur. Right. I don't know if I'm strong enough to take those on without losing anything. So we save it and we find out whether it's worth the time. Could have split one unit, actually, going into this fight. So you come up. You come here. Start the fight. No slow. Magic arrow does like no damage. 20 points. But they're still better than nothing. Definitely going to take a hit here. I want to keep as many of those alive if I can. So they can get first dibs. They'll kill 2 to 5. So if I get lucky... Yeah, they did okay, actually. And they got morale. So again up here. I'm almost tempted to do like a cure. Like if I attack one more time and then do a cure on them. Oh, and then they all get their go. Okay. I might still end up losing one of those. But if it means I lose nothing else, then so be it. Damn, they are hanging in there. Hello, Johnny. Right, so one down, I think is okay. Bit of extra gold goes towards the cause. There's nothing really that interesting up there. So your next priority is gather what you can. I'll get him the stats, I suppose. City Hall, Marketplace, and this should be able to get City Hall. Hello, I love 2D game. What's going on? Let's bring it back. Maybe... Have we got anything interesting to build in the base? Not really, and we're not going to. City Hall there. Look at this, is much better this time. I've gone like... I went a little bit of economy, but I still tried to get some units last time, and I think that didn't work. There's actually a troll toll if you go over that. But I suppose it's a one-off event, so it doesn't matter too much. Hey, Ghetto Grufty, thank you there for the sub. He says, one question remains. Does pillage work with wards? Also, keep up spreading the love. Thank you very much. Pillage does not work with wards unless you're playing custom hero survival. Think of it that way. Only in that circumstance does pillage work with wards. Otherwise, people will start playing melee and getting pillage and going certain wards and wondering why they don't get, like, benefit from it. That would be cool, though, because they do attack quite frequently in the background. So if you just left them to start attacking buildings, that would be pretty powerful indeed. I'm keeping well out of his way. just in case he gets morale. This is cool. You get 10 wood. That's going to be very helpful. So I'm coming over here. This is much more important, this territory. Plus there'll be some flotsam I can pick up over here before the computer gets there. So this base now is pretty much dead in the water. Pun intended. It'll pretty much just be resource island, and that's if I really feel the need for that. Is it really worth me spending 5,000 gold for the moment? 5 ore. For 1 sulfur. Which will probably trade for about 150 at the trading post. So you'd need to go like quite a long bit of time before it's worthwhile. Depends what else I can build. I don't think I do need sulfur though, other than for trading purposes. None of it. I mean, I need sulfur for the Gorgons, but I've got sulfur here. So I might have enough sulfur in total. We'll see. Like, what's the next thing I'm going to build? A Gorgon lair? That needs 2,500 gold. I've got 4,000 gold coming in, so theoretically I'll be okay to get the resource silo. May as well just do it, and then it's done. And then everything else goes into that base. Like I say, that's the more important base, that one. If the computer want to take the pirate base and start building it up, they can do. But obviously I don't want that, because that is... They were very clingy. They were like my budgies today. Everywhere I went, the budgies were flying on me, and they were like climbing all over my clothes and everything, and they weren't letting go. It's very difficult to get them off you. Once they got into my base, they weren't letting that go. And I couldn't get my main character out. No matter how I tried to manipulate it, I tried to get him to escape, but I couldn't do it. Take the fight if you can, for the experience. I think last time with this guy, I managed to get him to go Earth Magic and some Wisdom, which filled up his spots. So I assume I'll be able to do the same. So we'll go with the Expert Scouting. I assume I get to play this guy again. Did Chippy and the girls build a nest? No, but they're going crazy. Bobby's like non-stop trying to build a nest. She is quite relentless. Quite the relentless budgerigar. Right, I suggest come down here first. Because this is where the refugee camp is. Plus you can get a boat. It's almost worth getting a second hero to come get that boat, but I don't think the computer's going to land just within like the first 2 weeks. It was more like the 3rd or 4th week, and then I was kind of screwed. Burbs. Right. Money for that boat as well, and wood for that. Luckily I'll get a bunch of wood when I go kill these. This is going okay so far, but it's only the first few days. It's just one of those situations where the computer had me pinned, and there was no real way out of it, no matter what save I went back to. It was horrible. So I'm just hoping that doesn't happen again. Do. Definitely save that. We're still looking good, so save that now. Get in there, get that wood. There's some goblins down here that are easy enough to kill. The other stuff might cost me. But you get an gold from that. And you get a sulfur mine there, which isn't the greatest. So I could just skip it. But I might still try to do it. I don't think it'll be too bad. I haven't lost too much here. Good old dispel. Everyone's looking forward to getting that spell. So here's the mug golems. Should be able to take those and then see what we can get. So it's rubbish, but one of the more important things Should get a free sea witch. And if you creep this, you can buy some more sea witches. But the question is do I really want to do that? I think there's a better way to even exploit this. It's the only way. These actually have a fair bit of health. So if I actually walk them over just to be safe. And then on this turn, do lightning bolt and that. Yeah, that would be enough anyway. It's just to be safe. I guess I wouldn't normally want to spend money on the pirate troops. And I'm not even sure if I still do. But I could always have it available to me to fall back on if I need to buy it. I'm really not sure if I actually want that. Because he's fine. He can do stuff with the cannon. So I don't think I will even buy those. Because money is more important going towards building up this base. Trust me on this. It is. My Battle Royale streamer. Apex. Yeah, I think I had like an email about Apex, but I haven't got time to look into that. Time for some Archangel RNG. Oh yes. Hello there, Phaedric. Alright, let's just go Gorgons. So we got that done. And then that doesn't even require sulfur to upgrade. I thought that might. Right, there's one of the computers. You can take him out. He comes from a portal down below. And Patris's guerrilla activity has proven fruitful. He's managed to rob some Cregan caravans and has sent the resources to our fortress. So down at the bottom left, we've got one guy here. Tolerable. He doesn't have a devil this time. I don't think that's the same one. But I found that the issue is the computer's notorious for just always escaping on like one unit. So I've really got to rig it this time so they can't do that. Seems a shame to just stand here, but we should try for the RNG because it would make my life a million times easier if I can just try to get at least one decent tier 7 unit that I want. Last time we managed to get the Komodo hype, which was this funny, well, it's the ultimate creature of the pirates. So you know the sea serpent, it's the upgrade to that. I think it's called a house sid or something. But it made this horrible biting noise whenever it killed something. It was a file. I guess I'll just buy whatever can build up more troops. The big crunch, indeed. But he was really good. And he should be, because you've got things like dragons, archangels. And this is just like a beast. He doesn't have any... He had like poison, revenge. It's like, it's okay, but it's not going to be as good as like resurrecting or spell immunity. So he had good stats. He had 300 health and 30 to 55 damage. So he's like a solid character that you knew you could go into a lot of fights. Not only first computer, but also first these scenarios and reduce the chance of losing units. And trust me, you don't want to see me have to try to do this again, otherwise I'm just going to have to quit this game. It's too hard otherwise. I don't mind a challenge, but I don't want to have to keep repeating every level 2 to 3 times, especially when it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get to a point where I was like, there is nothing I can do now. I have to restart. I'm out. Look, that's the guy. He's got 1 to 4 devils. And he came, I think he came by a boat, landed there. And what? At the time, I had like frigate, upgraded shack, and nymph. I'm supposed to fight first as devils? So if you want to cheat, I'm going to bloody well cheat. So this is it. All characters are set. We do that as well, so we can, yep, that's all built. We don't need anything else from that base. That is literally all you want. So here we go. Save it under R1. I'll even save it again under YOG1 as well as a backup. And we simply end and we see if we can try to rig it. See, you get serpent flies. That's pretty rubbish. So what fascinated me, because I didn't realise, I'm sure when I played this in other campaigns, it was always the same thing when you ended the turn. But in HOTA, you get a different thing. So you can kind of save scum it a little bit. See, I got zombies this time. So it's a luck of the draw, and I don't want to depend too much on RNG here. I want to fix my RNG. If you give me a good tier 7 character to buy, that'll help me get off to a much better start, and then I'm not going to come back and cheat every single week. It's just for like the first one. Wow. That's actually not that good. How does that rebirth thing work, though? Does anyone remember exactly how that works? 30 to 40. 200 health. Speed 21, though. That's insane speed. That, for example, you can save as Yogg 2 as a backup. That's a good character to get by. But I want like a 300 health one. So I can definitely go into most fights and throw them in there and not have to worry about losing them. He comes back to life. How long do you have to wait for him to come back to life? And what's the conditions? Like, at the end, if you win the fight, he just comes back to life. Is that how it works? Every phoenix in the stack plus 20% increases the chance to one of them to be reborn by... Ah, so it's not a guarantee. But no more than one unit per group of 5 phoenixes will be reborn. In other words, one phoenix will have a 20% chance to raise one unit with rebirth. Their phoenix will have a 60% chance. 3 phoenixes. Okay, so you want 5 phoenixes minimum. Don't think I'm going to be able to get 5 phoenixes from this refugee camp. So it's so RNG as to what you're going to get. But I have found in my experience that you do quite often get the opportunity to get like a tier 7 unit. So it's just... it will happen. There's one. But it's not the best one. But there's, you see what I mean? I'm looking for something like that. It's like, if I can get that, I can get even better. I know it. 375 gold for one of those parts. They are expensive, man. These... the Cove don't seem that good to me. I'm sure this is in before someone says the Cove is the most overpowered race or something, but they seem really pricey for not all that much. Like, they're pretty standard and meh. Oh, now that is what we're looking for. That will do it. 300 health, 40 to 60. 11 speed is a little on the slow side. It's still really fast, but it's not like 20. I'm thinking if I go into a fight versus Bone Dragons or something, they're still going to get the first turn, which could mean that I lose a whole bunch of my units. But I will take that. And now we will progress and actually get further than we did last time, hopefully. Okay, didn't lose too much there. Can get off to a good start with that character, so we just gotta soften that one up. There's no real massive benefit here. First there's that guy. Damn. They got that one extra hit. Okay, I'll take it. I don't think you're going to get much better than that. Didn't paid bot salaries, so they are not working right now. Give more money so Witty can pay them. Yeah. Let's have a look. Familiars, I'm sure I could take those out. Or at least weaken them. And then we reposition everyone at the bottom. Yeah, I want to get hits on that one. Dibs. 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 Not perfect. But I got logistics this time. I guess the downside is he's not going to have any spells. Or any decent spells. So I actually got different spells this time. Last time when I did this, when I had to repeat myself, I got like the same spells. So it must have gone in a different order or something. Got logistics. And I really like logistics. But he can't have any spell. He could get earth magic and still be useful, can't he? Because you don't actually need... as long as you just got slow, there's not many earth spells that are tier 1 to 3 that are useful, but slow is one of them, and that might just be enough. So screw it. You're my logistics guy. Okay. Resource silo, I say we just go for that. Get that done. That's +1 additional wood and ore. A note from Alkin arrives. I suspect that the secret demon base is underground. Every week, hordes of imps emerge from below. They will swarm the island if not stopped. As originally planned, we must continue to focus on defeating the nearby Kriegan armies, and then we must locate their base. My scouts report that there have been several devils, the elite Kriegan beasts. Even your blasting powder toy won't save you from those, so be careful, friend. A new try? What, you want me to restart, do you? Wilkerin? Or are you responding to me trying this again now? Yeah. Do you think a standalone game of custom hero survival would be good? Yeah, but I'm surprised it isn't, like... They don't really have those in mobile games at the moment, do they? The closest they have to that is you have these like little arenas where you fight versus NPCs that are basically based off the armies and heroes that other players have got themselves. So I don't know if that was going to a mobile game. Yeah, a custom hero survival is a very popular map. Is there anything that's definitely like it? Also, I'm not very strong here, so I still don't know if this is really worth it. Maybe it is. Depends how much I lose. Because it's resources nonetheless. Not fantastic resources, but I'll take it nonetheless. Because those can all be traded. Keep the numbers low of all of them. See, I can hit that guy. Keep him low. And he can't reach. No, he can actually. Screw it, then I'll send you in. But then you get battered by everything, so I think he's just going to have to take the hit for the team. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. You can do another hit and not lose one there. Yeah, that actually went okay. 11 and 11 1. That's definitely worth it. Oh, now we got... oh, now we got this to fight. How's the Legion TD game going? Oh, I never had much luck with it when I tried to play it. But I don't know if anyone's playing that game now. You can always look it up on Twitch and see if you can find it. Legion TD2. And see how many people are streaming it and all that. To get an idea. I think there's like... I don't normally look at these things, but there's like Steam Spy and stuff like that. You can always check those websites to see how many concurrent players it has. I'm going to have to take a loss here. There's no way out of that. I don't think it's going to be as terrible as it could have been. It's not great, but it is what it is, and that's all done. So that's that bit done. You can't go here. You've got these quest cards, which are basically for the bad guys. So, yeah, once they take over your area, it's even worse, because they get access to a free item and a base that actually belongs to them. So that means that's already building up units every week. So if the computer goes there on like week 4, there's probably going to be like 20 Ifrit to hire. So it's hugely rigged against you, this level. Which I basically found out the hard way. Do I care enough about the imps to save them? Look at this Titan. Look at that Titan. I'm gonna want to fight everything. Yeah, fight them all. Shame I can't take that guy on in the next turn. But you're next, mate. And that's a one-way portal for him, so he has to come through me. Okay, let's just see what we can do. Nothing... So this space is done, yeah? The only other thing would be Mage Guild, but nah. I don't even care that much about that. We're going to get all of these creatures building up and actually have my gold go towards that. Because you get gold, but you don't get that much. So trying to do 2 bases is too much. Right. You can sacrifice units if you want. Or is it items? Yeah, it's items. We don't want to do that. Get some more gnolls. Take this guy out. I'll be interested to... No, it's still day 3, so I won't have a reset. I barely lost anything there, but I'm going to keep doing this in the hope that I can kill the player. And not have them reset. Actually, I don't mind losing the units. I actually just definitely want to kill the player, though. Yeah, he loses him that time. Those halflings are having a hard time. Right, we need to blind you. They'll be the next fastest units to move. So I've got to kill that. And then try to kill those before he can get his turn. But I very much doubt I can do it. Oh wow, he was silly enough to not flee. Excellent. That does 6 to 9. That does... Well, that kills all of them anyway. That's just me being really prepared. Done. I wouldn't put it past the computer to somehow find a way to miraculously get him back. I don't even want air magic. I don't even go for air magic these days. Logistics would be the other thing I get with him, and then it'd be pretty perfect. I won't need that, because that's not going to show me anything new, so it's just wasting movement points. So the only other thing is just to explore what's down here, if anything, which probably won't be much. Just information. There you go. So that's that area done. So he comes out of there. Get a citadel, may as well. Next day, give it a save. Keep the saves rolling. Come back to base. Buy what you can. Which will be some better stuff. Let's go upgraded Gorgons and see how many of those we can get. 6. Okay, that'll do it. Upgrade those 2. Can't upgrade those. I've got another day anyway for him, by the looks of it. I'm almost tempted. Oh, I've got to get the boat going. He could go in the boat and start exploring. I need to get that boat landed, if nothing else. So I just need like another hero. Just to buy a boat with. But then that's another hero I'm buying. I'll tell you what, I'll get him into the boat. He can buy this stuff. He can land there and then he can explore up here. Because there's still some stuff to do there. It's just nothing of that much consequence. So get the boat, which we have. So come off of that. You can't afford to purchase a boat. Need some wood. Should transfer awkwardly. But I don't think that's worth it. I just gotta hope that the computer doesn't come for me within this time of period of time. So, created wyvern nest needs wood as well. So let's just... Lizard den needs wood as well. I'll get one into that just so I can get the lizards upgraded. So we got that. Where's Komodo's? There we go. You're next. They got 14 movement speed, 13 normally. It's faster than Titans. Move you forward, and then move you up here. Lovely. He might be tanky enough to just not take any damage. Yeah, man. Look at him. That's what we need. You need like a strong, tanky, beastie character. Komodo hype indeed. You enter a rickety hut, and it shows you some giant eyeballs. Yep, I complained about it last time I saw it, but yes, you did just witness correctly. That is a cover of darkness. The computer does indeed have smog machine available to them. So do I, but I don't want it. Summon boat, that could definitely be handy. There's your wood. So now, get a boat, get in it. Oh, every time. Every time without fail. Always got to be one movement spot shy. Get in that boat. Now, what I'll do with this character is I'll actually take him down just to see. I'll keep the Titan on that character because this guy's already looking quite strong. We've already got everything we need here. Patris reports that he has located and pillaged a demon stash. One thing I do want to do, actually. So I said I wasn't going to do it every time, but I might do it for like the first couple of times, actually. A little bit cheaty McCheat. Although really it's just clever use of game mechanics. I wouldn't have to if the computer wasn't so harsh and put you in a situation where you definitely can't win. Which is where I was, and it sucked. Like, I don't mind it if... I've had it before in previous, like, campaigns. Shadow of Death and Armageddon's Blade. It's like, yeah, okay. Like, you've put me in a position where I've got to fight and really kite you and come back round again. Wait for you to split your armies up and then take the base, take you out separately. Yeah. That was the unupgraded Phoenix. But in this, I find that if you make, like, one mistake, you're basically done for. And that's the biggest unfortunate thing about this campaign so far, HOTA, is it's not... I've not been too impressed with it. I've been impressed with, like, the effort that's put into it, but not the balance. Like, it feels sometimes like people said to me, you have to play it once to play it again. Like, that's not good for me. I don't want to sort of, like, spend 2 hours on a game like this and then have to restart the level. I don't mind that with other things. Or if it's like 10 minutes or something. But when you spend like 2 hours slowly doing all of these clunky fights, making sure you don't lose a single thing, and then realizing that all of it was for nothing, it's pretty harsh. When I said only scumming it once, when I'm scumming it here, I'm scumming it until I get a result. Those would have been okay, kind of. Because I'm already going to get those units. But we know we can get better. Patris just keeps giving me 3,000 gold. He's such a nice guy. Every day. It's Groundhog Day. 3,000 gold. No, I don't want liches unless I'm Sandro. Huh. I haven't seen those in a while. just trying to work out my hotkeys now. So E, enter, enter, click M, L, tick, click, 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 E, enter, enter, click M. And so I'll give this a few more tries. It's not that necessary that I get off to another overpowered character, but still. It would be nice. I mean, he doesn't have an overpowered unit quite as such. Man, that's a lot of fairies. A lot of furries. Nagas are close, but not really. I never did dupe him in Diablo or anything like that. People made a lot of money doing that. Wasn't even that hard to do, was it? I don't think. Damn. Alright, one more go. And I'll take it as a sign that it doesn't want me to have anything overpowered. No, okay. That is the one more go, by the way. I'm not going back there. I'm just saving my movement point speed. So I'll take it. I'll accept my fate. I'm going to take this just so he doesn't have these available to build up. This is the nervous part where the computer could just turn up here with his boat and land there. He can't be far away because it was roughly around this time. Maybe another few days or something. I don't really want them, but I'll take them if they're free, I guess. Komodo hype. Mess with the ball, you get the horn. Thinking of maybe letting them hit my balls. Yeah, they couldn't kill one. Good thing I had my balls tanked there. I'm going to get this since I'm so close to that. You got all of this up here, or we can come over and divert over here for more stats. I guess we keep it close up here. You could so easily get distracted. And we keep upgrading. Look at this. This is almost a fully upgraded base. This is so much better than last time. Can always learn to do things better. But is that worth it? I would say no. That's the strong guy. Didn't I kill that guy as well? Or is that a different one? He would probably kill me in a fight. So I think I guess there's your answer. This is where the computer starts to encroach and gets really powerful. So this is really the turning point. So you need to save it from like here. And go onwards. Probably just save it there now. It says saved. And then I'm going to come down here. Go over here. In a way, I should be heading back to my base to build more units because I got the gold for it. Or I can just get a hero to bring them over. I'll see if I can wait another week. If I've got like another week to wait. If I have that long. Yeah, there's some nice resources. So what we do now is we land. This is it. Look, there's no other place to land. So what I wondered was, is this deliberate from the map makers, or did they just intend to block this off but failed? Because the computer basically popped in with a guy that had like 4 devils, landed, and then I had like this kind of army. Not even that. I didn't have the Titans that time. Even with Titans, I wouldn't win the fight. So now that's landed, he can't land there. The closest place he can land is here, which is sort of at least further away from both of the bases. Or this one specifically. This is like a little closed-in area, so it's okay to do this. Yeah, this is okay, because it's its own little area, and then I can come back over here or back to main base. You don't think the 2 halflings is worth the morale drop? But it's Frodo and Samwise. You were saying that I should dismiss Frodo and Samwise. Or we could look at it this way. We're sending them off to get rid of the ring. So we send them off to Mordor, whilst we go take care of the other bad guys. So we send them off to Mordor. And they can go fight a spider. Advanced navigation. Oh yes. I wouldn't have it any other way. And a map that is... There's bound to be a level that's going to be dedicated to sea. I mean, all of them are. It's all about pirates. There he is! That was it! So it really was about this time. He came like that. It was a different person. This one's weaker. The other guy was stronger than that. Lands. I mean, even that. 10 to 19. They had 19 E3. I couldn't do a thing about it. There was... No matter how many... And he's got strong spells. But his army... He'd be dead by the time. I can't resurrect. I can't summon earth elementals like I have done in previous levels. He's just weak. I need to get this guy a cannon. I could buy a cannon for this guy. Right, I guess we get to it. May as well do the dead end. So you can't take any of the units that are in the garrison. They're kind of pointless. The computer is going to head towards my... I mean, where else is he going to land? He's going to land here. So this guy needs to come back, basically. Get an army and then kick him out. And if I can kick out like 1 or 2 of the computers, because I kicked out one of them, didn't I? Without like losing anything. If I can kick out a couple of them early on, they won't be so stupidly strong. So we need to get back. I'm going to pay the toll for taking a quicker route. Unless you just ignore that. But I'll show you the toll thing anyway. Because you probably want to see that. I'm loving this base though, looking nice and upgraded. Oh, he's going to get a Titan. A great troll stands before us. Hey, use! The pass is no free. Yes, pay now. 10 times 100 coins, he demands, folding his gnarled fingers into a fist. How about 1 times a saber between your eyes, I ask. Hee hee, the troll grinned. You can do that. But me is clever. I hear brothers under bridge. If me dying, brothers explode big barrel. And you die with bridge. You fat racketeer, I spit. Reluctantly handing over the monies. So I got bested by a troll. Isn't that how the internet works? What's my favourite colour? It's green. Like lime green. I wouldn't normally wear it or anything, but I think luminous green, neon green is a really interesting colour. I should use a spell. That'll do it. Nope. I got 27,000 gold now, so I could really consider building up the other base. I'll spend a little bit towards it. Because 27,000 gold is more than enough to buy like all of this. 22,000 gold there. But it's going to be day 7 soon, actually. Oh man, he's going to have a really nice army. I may as well get the lizards as well. Day 7, come back, and a massive army. This is looking so much better. I'd be confident enough to take on the guys that got devils now. So I don't think I can lose this level now. But I could only have done this in my last position. Like I said, I don't feel like I did anything particularly wrong. I got the wood, I got the ore. I didn't build up my economy as quickly as I should have done. I did the exploring. I just didn't... If you don't explore in the right direction sometimes in these games, you can just lose because of it. And that's a bit unfortunate. It ain't ideal. I'm going to just stick him in the front. They'll never kill him. And I'll just skip towards the cannon's turn. It's a quicker way to do it sometimes. Lure his demon so that your ball can hit him. Death Stare, deal massive damage to high tier living units. Could you, like, how exactly does Death Stare work? It's not, doesn't really explain it. I'll treat myself to a frigate so I can be building up ranged units. Or the Stormbirds. Mighty Gorgons have special ability Death Stare, which may occur after the stack has attacked, including retaliations. When the stack attacks, the successful Death Stare occurs before the enemy has a chance to retaliate. Every Gorgon in the stack has a 10% chance to cause Death Stare, so 10 of them would be 100% with it. Successful Stare instantly kills the top unit of a stack, leaving the new top unit with full health. The Stare cannot kill more enemies than 1/10 from the number of Mighty Gorgons in a stack, rounded up. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Percentages don't quite work like that. Okay, fair enough. I was just being hopeful. Let's just get the pirates. Has he not got the smog? That's the strong guy. He was there as well. He just decided to pop in, and he's got like 225 mana. And strong spells. It was a bit of a one-sided fight. I'll just accept that. Those are lesser units, not even worth the fight. Right, let's get to it. I'm excited. This is looking much better, much more positive. 10 cows can kill 10 if you're freaking lucky. 100 cows beats 10 devils. That's it. Exactly. That's how it works. It's been proven. Still can't quite afford everything though. Maybe next turn I'll have the monies. I've got to get out there quickly before that guy does any damage. A group of bandits approaches the fort. They say that once they served in a Raffian garrison. In exchange for shelter, they are willing to serve in battle. Okay, well there's more units I'm not going to buy right now. Quest guard, again, that's for the computer. And then they get access to this Forsaken part. You can't afford to let them get your base. Not only because you get no gold, you got no units. Because they were buying my units. They're underground. They've got bases underground. So they're making money. They get this. They get like all the devils that are built up. You got a quest here to kill these. So I may as well just kill these. I hope it doesn't screw up the quest. Don't think it should do. Save it in case it does. Titans, once again, just step them right out. Let them do the tanking. That's why I wanted a high health unit, so I can just do my other bits with the other characters. I don't think the Titans can take so much damage this time, though. So I'll move them, like, a little bit out of the way. Oh, no. Titans missed their turn. Could just kill them with spells, though. I mean, that's okay. Don't care about the imps. There we go. Done. Okay, so we can't get all the gnolls, but that's just about as good as it gets. That's a big-ass army. Way bigger than what I had before. Way bigger. And that's what she said. Okay, get your Mercury. That'll help build up the Mage Guild a little bit. Not that it's really needed. May as well get whatever luck I can. That might be a bit too far to travel. We want to kill this guy. Yeah, he's bought some sea bitches. $50 dragonflies must have flown in the wrong... Yeah, 16 of those is really nasty. Those are really... People don't like the devils, but the Ifrits are really good. At least they're really good to... You know, they're really annoying to fight against. They're not even the upgraded ones. Poor wyverns. Damn. No clear shot. Maybe send in the Gorgons. They're going to get hit by the Ifrit. But what isn't? I don't know, actually. No, you can wait your turn. Be patient. Step forward now. Into the light. Flying snakes got blinded. I know. I could cure it, but I'm thinking of just blinding one of his units instead. There's no easy answer for the Ifrit. Someone has to attack it, and they're the tankiest. Well, even the Wyvern Monarchs have a lot of health. Screw it. Go for it. Oh, gold. So much damage. And now they've blinded my mighty Gorgons. But they can't get to... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. I should try to rig this so that... Ah, I can't blind anymore. He's probably going to flee. At some point. Unless I get lucky and kill this. Oh! That was lucky to get morale. But it often leaves him with one. That'll do. Look at all those items. But the most important thing is he's dead. Oh, do I get wisdom at all? If I get wisdom, I can't get earth magic. So slow won't be useful anyway. I don't think I do get wisdom. If you got no spells to boost it up with, I think earth magic is actually more important than wisdom. The only thing wisdom is really good for, I suppose, is it'll let me summon earth elementals or something. I don't think this character needs that much effort put into him, though. So screw it. Town portal, yeah, but it's a weak town portal because it goes to wherever the closest base is. It's not the cool one where you can decide because you need earth magic for that. But you can't get town portal with just earth magic and no wisdom because it's a tier 4. But like I say, if I got him earth magic, at least he'd just be able to cast slow every turn. Or, you know, on the first turn every fight. Plus 5 attack skill. That's better than I remember it being. This guy's getting the majority of the stats, though. I'm going to come back round for that. We'll go this way round. Now we can fight our way through here. This is looking... I'm actually at a point where I can actually play this level now. It's nice. I spent so long. I spent like half an hour yesterday just being stuck and pinned by the computer. That's all. I just want to play the game. I don't want to have like too much of a hard time. Yeah, you could turn down the difficulty, but I just leave it on whatever the default is set. Assuming that that should be the right difficulty. Wow. This guy's spell power is a little bit lackluster, isn't it? I'll just take it. And I'll take the wyverns too. Why do you look so smaller? It's because I'm slouching. Do you want me to sit up straight? Like that. Our kin have balls specialised, so if he carries balls, they have extra stats. I know. He loves his balls. He takes good care of them. I may as well just get that. Don't slouch like a sloth. Sloths slouch so much they're lying down. Yeah, that's all fine. It's all miscellaneous rubbish. I'll leave it. I feel a little bit weirded out because I wasn't able to get this far last time. So I'm in new territory now. Let's just keep building this base up then. So we've got a backup base on top of that. +1 defense. And that's it. You're done here. You've done all of that. So your job now is to go collect the stats that Alkin has opened up. Alkin hasn't got all the stats. He's missed out on some of this. So I could send him back. I might do that, because that's a very tough computer. I could send him back, go get the stats that he hasn't got, then come back to here, because he won't get there for this day 7, but he'll get there for the next day 7, and then he'll have another big army. So that sounds... Wow, where are you going? That sounds good to me. So come over and get the stats that you wouldn't normally get. So they can both go around collecting their stats. I might even wait a day just to get the stables, so I get faster movement speed. The upgraded birds from the pirates are pretty good because of their ability. What, the revenge thingy? Ferocity. Yeah, no, ferocity was pretty neat. It's like the Wolf Riders attacking a second time or something. Oh, you can travel so far though. Seems like a bit... May as well just go. Don't think there's anything to get here, stats-wise. Only spells. And there's no spells. How much is it to buy everything? Too much. As long as they kill one enemy, they attack again. Alright. They're quite likely to do that then. So I've picked up everything with this character. He actually is missing a stat from here, because you can get 1 point in defense, can't you? If you go to the base. So I'll actually send him off to that. Definitely needs more spell power. We've fended off the Kriegans for over a month now. They must not have expected such fierce and organised resistance from the savages. Regardless, the hordes of imps continue to advance without any sign of abating. Lately, I've been curious about Alkin. What is a Italian sergeant doing on this godforsaken island? I certainly have to ask, perhaps, once this war is over. Yeah, that Alkin guy saved our ass, didn't he? If he didn't get us to alliance... Oops, I don't really want those, but... To ally, then we would have been screwed. There's some stats. It's a little bit out of the way, but I'll take those since I can work with those. Kill those for experience. What was there? Resist. He's already got it. He's an expert at resistance. What an expert. What? I got 2 of those. Okay. It's a bit much. A little bit greedy. Just got to stop this guy from coming out. Might have to come back just to stop him. No, I can't. He's too strong. I need to send this other guy for him. Oh, he's going back. That benefits me. I'm buying units for all the groups now. Don't have to pay the toll troll again. Coming back to base for this guy. And then we'll do a swap. And then we'll go up and kick his ass. Looks good to me. So he's looking happy. Yep. This looks okay. End your turn, do that. Come back here. Go here. Upgrade. Upgrade. Can pass that stuff back over to him. Still can't afford everything, so he can just sit here for a little longer. Can even go get some more lizards. I'm going to take this guy to the main base because he's got to go there anyway. So I can't really buy the pirates, can I, yet? But I can leave these behind. She's got logistics. That's not too bad. And he's going to come out. He's going to come back here. And I think that's more or less it. I think they're all caught up. That's what I try to get them caught up with, like, all the stats and stuff that they can buy for one another. Maybe wait one more day just to get a bit more. No, we got a lot of resources we can trade. I'll do that with this guy when he goes there. I'm just going to hang here a little while longer. When's the next time you're thinking of playing Match of Canned Bread? It's on YouTube, Enzo. Or it will be, if it's not already today. Let's pass over those resources. Get some gold. Right, done. The spells are okay. None of them are particularly amazing with their spells, but they've got lightning, they got blind. Still a shame I never managed to get slow, though. It's like it knows. Maybe Hota has a reduced chance of getting the slow spell. Anyway, we could wait another week, but we almost should. Nah. Let's just get going. I was going to be here forever. I can always buy an army for this guy. He can hang back in base, get his army when day 7 comes. Let's do this. So I kick them off the island, and then I go over to the top island, and I go underground and kick them in their bases down there. You're going to force me. I might go with the luck. Even though artillery can work with the cannon and all of that, I might just go with the luck. I'm not a huge fan of it. I still haven't gotten the cannon, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Oh, I forgot to pass over some of the items. Oh, well. It's alright. Black Tower? That's like... Oh, that looks just like the Heroes of Might and Magic 2 one. Where you get the Black Dragons from in Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Damn, they get a lot of stats, these boys. Building them up. I'm going to buy that just to see if there's something you buy after it. No. I was curious. Oh, we're the strong ones now. Good. We should be. See, that guy... Imagine being attacked by him. You know, that was like... What was it? 2-3 weeks ago? Being attacked by that guy, basically. With, like, the devils in 10, 5, 12, 15. He was too tough. He landed here, this one spot, and I was screwed. That was that. A dragon once lived in this town, however now it is empty and holds nothing of interest. Apart from nostalgia? You forgot nostalgia. Okay, let's... Oh my god, it refuses to allow you to upgrade the frigates. They're so stingy, these pirates. They look like genies, these ones. Alright, let's go. Expert luck is like 12% chance for your units to do double damage, assuming the enemy doesn't lower your luck below 3. Yeah, it's not terrible. I think it was quite good in Heroes of Might and Magic 2, though. When you had Titans and stuff like that. You know, I'm just going to accept these fights, because they're so overwhelmingly in my favour. And that guy has a lot of spells anyway. If I did a fight like this, does it not sometimes give you an advantage to do auto combat without spells? Because if the enemy is a strong spellcaster, and then they don't cast spells, assumably, in this fight. Looking pretty bad. That's Dark Souls 2, that is. A giant club is only just slightly minutely worse than a sword of hellfire. I completed Dark Souls 2 like twice with a giant two-handed club. I loved it. Well, I don't think we need this. That'll do it. Damn. I suppose the lizard men ain't that bad, are they? I don't normally give them much credit, but they seem alright. They've done alright. Let this guy catch up. And then we'll do the right-hand side of the island. I do this thing now where I try to get my stats more even. In the past, it used to be like just try to get attack as strong as possible and nothing else. Go up to level 18. We've still got 4 levels to go. Yeah, I've got enough gear to deck out both heroes, definitely. Advanced luck. Yes. Wait. Did you collect that? Collect that. You've collected that. You've collected that. So, you haven't done that. And you could upgrade some stuff here. Upgrade creatures level 1 for free. 2 for 25%. The price. 3 for 50%. So, you always get a benefit for going for the Hell Fort. I didn't realise you got a benefit for it. Oh man, she got some gear on her now. Advanced level. Even upgrade the imps. What? These could be upgraded again. Corsairs. The Sea Dogs. I didn't know that. Yeah, I might have seen them before, but I didn't put it together. So what's the difference between Sea Dog and Corsair? I should have paid more attention to that. I can always save it and just auto load. Level 3 pirates had the chance to kill that I send you in. Yeah, the accurate shot. Is that the only difference? Like they don't get any more like super stats or anything. Gotta get that Did that get nerfed? Necromancy skill by 7.5. Wasn't it like 15%? I think that got nerfed. Hota cut Necromancy in half. Wow. Okay, that doesn't surprise me, but it is funny to hear. That's basically like future balance patches versus Night Elf. We're just going to cut Night Elf's overpoweredness by half. And then they'll be balanced. I might just buy these. I've got nothing else to spend on there. Let's see what I get the next day. Cyclops, it's okay. If I was starting the level, I might have taken those. If I knew I couldn't get something better. I guess I'll take that. Horrible smog machine. Part of me, out of principle, wants to not take it. So you can find the same items that the computer can get. It's just they get it for free if they get to your base. It's like a rubbing it in though, isn't it? Once they get your base, that's pretty much GG anyway, let alone getting to those points. That was my experience. Oh, it's a different weapon, actually. That's the Sword of Hellfire. It's a sword on fire, you know. It's an original concept. Damn, look at all these stats. Looking forward to the next level now. Just pimp my hero. Blizzard balance in a nutshell. Yeah. Remember, Blizzard are the best at balancing games, according to StarCraft. Clear, clear, clear. It's like they got that mantra, didn't they? But it wasn't accurate at all. I'd almost buy them just to dismiss them, in case the computer landed. But I don't think the computer's going to land anymore. The computer seemed very inactive. So what I need to do is actually go back down, get the boat, go through the portal, and then come up to this area. Because I think I'm done now. I could summon a boat, but you can't get out of here by the looks of it. Learn anti-magic. That's pretty good, actually. Anti-magic is a pretty underrated spell. But is it tier 4? Because I don't look like I've got it. It might be a tier 4 spell. Oh, it's a 3rd level spell. You can only learn level 1 and 2, can't you, if you don't have wisdom at all. I thought for some reason you can go up to level 3. No, once you get the basic wisdom, that's level 3. So done, done, so done, 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 done. Ticking off my OCD list. Done, 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 done. Yep, we're in the clear now. So let's just get to it. The best of hell 12. Thank you very much for resubscribing. It's a shame you can't get 2 ballista as well as cannon. It is what it is, though. Tis what it is. This guy's missing logistics. How have I managed to level him up so much and still not find logistics? He just couldn't have leveled up that much. I might get the cannon. If I take the cannon off of you, and then you go back to your base and get all of your units, you can buy a cannon when you get back there. These imps keep popping up. Shoot them down. It's like a Doom clone. They managed to take down one of my fake genies. So you mean for the pirate it would be cool to have 2 cannons? Why not an organ gun? Organ gun. Oh yeah, you're thinking Age of Empires now. Is the organ gun a real thing? Or was that just an Age of Empires myth? Damn, I'm out of money again. See you later. Doesn't look like I'll be buying anything. I could level up the mage guilds, but I don't care that much. As opposed to previous times where I've cared a lot about mage guild. Don't think we need to put any more money into gnolls. They're fine. Right, off you go. Go buy one of those. And get as many pirates as you can. Although they won't be the upgraded ones, so maybe get Stormbirds. Another name for the Sea Witches is a Stormbird. Let's delete that. Good thing I didn't give away all my wood. Or we can just use the computer's boat there. That's for you. Shouldn't I be able to hire a boat without having to click on it? I thought I could do that last time. Apparently not. It is, and they are fucking cool. 105 imps. I should catch up, because you'll see the difference in navigation here. How much movement speed you get. Just land here, do this. Soon you will, anyway. Soon. Right, that's one of the last places we'll do. So we'll just do everywhere else first. Yes, because I need that gold mine. I'm even desperate for the experience now. I could land there. Nick's Fort. Nick's Fort! It's a prison for Nick. Can't go anywhere. I'm just going to land there and get it done. We got plenty of time. There's no time limit here. The only time limit, I suppose, is the computer getting stronger. But, the world difference it can make with the power of hindsight. Like I say, I don't think I did anything too bad in my previous attempt. It's just, I let that computer land on that boat and that was it. That's what really frustrated me as well. It was a silly thing like that. He landed on a boat, and it was like, oh, well, like, I can't stop that. I didn't even have the boat available to me. I had the basilisk still there by the time the computer had a ship. So there was no save I could go back to. Unless it was too far back in the first place. A large mysterious fort lies ahead, decorated by statues of strange lizard-like creatures. Take a risk and look inside, maybe not. Is Nick a lizard, then? Oh, I know what these are. These are the creatures you get. Ignores 30% of enemies' attack skill. Yeah. Tanky dudes. I can't buy any, unfortunately. Komodo hype, though. Komodo hype. Nick is a lizard, yes. It's just in disguise. He's like, Jesus, then, is he? I think that's how it works. I'm not sure if I offended anyone there. You know, Raptor Jesus. Have you not seen that meme? I guess we just land now. I mean, there's a bit of experience here. I'm scraping for experience. Hey, it worked out though. Alright. So maybe I let Jeremy get the rest of the experience. So I might actually... We'll see how tough they are. Jeremy might be strong enough with what he's got. 19 of them. Jeez. I mean, I can always swap my army anyway, so there's no point buying anything. This must be for me. Yay. So they're finally going to work in my favour. Oh, blimey. Have these guys in these quest cards got nothing better to do? I'm going to swap the armies here. And you can have that as well. That's it. Oh man, finally got through this. Expert Earth Magic. GG. Oh, that was a horrible level the first time round. I hope I don't keep having this experience though. That's what I'm worried about. If every time I do this I've got to lose the first time, it's going to really suck. So let's hope that's not the case. That's it. That's it. Oh, is that the last level? It might be the last level. Oh, I can't read that all. I like the animation though. That's more interesting than the text. I think that guy with the two cutlasses in his hands and the bloods with the topless one is like the Dragon Slayer. He looks a bit like Geralt, the Witcher. And that guy on the far right looks like some badass character from another video game like God of War or something. Or like a Diablo barbarian or something. I'm an obsidian gargoyle. That's so rude. That's not a nice compliment. Only 655. So the next one will be Terror of the Seas. A little sneak peek. Terror of the Seas. Choose free crew modes. Probably pirates because they're ranged. Hard difficulty. Yar, matey. Yar. Bidley. Oh, this is the brother then. Right, so he's got a... Nah, that's cool. Pirates and Sea Dogs. He looks cool as well. Sweet. We play as Bidley. I got all those stats then in that last level for like nothing. Unless he comes back, which I may... I'm probably going to make an assumption that they come back like they do in... well, Shadow of Death and... well, it's all of them. Restoration of Raphia, Armageddon's Blade. They all kind of sort of come back in later campaigns. I'll make an assumption that might happen. But we'll see. Anyway, that'll do it. Take care. Thank you for watching.